Have you ever cleaned your home only to feel that within days the clutter comes back, almost like it has a life of its own? You're not alone. For many seniors, this cycle feels endless. But here's the truth: the problem isn't how much you clean. It's how your home is set up and how you connect with it. And that's why today I'll show you 8 Japanese secrets that can transform any home, no matter its size, into a safe and peaceful place. These aren't abstract ideas. I'll share real stories from seniors like Mr. Carter, who nearly tripped over furniture he didn't even need, to Mrs. Wilson, who finally used her wedding glasses after 40 years. Their lives changed with these simple shifts, and yours can too. So stay with me until the end, because the final secret is something most people overlook. It's not about buying more or working harder. It's about one small change that can double the sense of space and calm in your home without spending a dime. Part 1: Conscious detachment. Less things, more freedom. When we think of clutter, we often imagine piles of clothes, boxes in the garage, or kitchen drawers that barely close. But clutter is not only physical. It weighs on our energy, it drains our focus, and for many older adults, it quietly steals safety and peace from the home. Conscious detachment means choosing to keep only what truly supports you, while letting go of what no longer serves your life today. This isn't about throwing everything away, it's about redefining your relationship with your belongings. I once worked with Mr. Anderson, a retired firefighter. His garage was filled with tools he hadn't used in over 30 years. At first, he resisted. What if I need them someday? But together, we looked at each tool, asked what role it had played, and then thanked it for that service. Piece by piece, we let go. When we finished, he stood in the middle of his garage, almost shocked, and said, "For the first time in years, I feel like my home is working with me, not against me." That's the essence of conscious detachment. Less weight on your shelves means less weight on your mind, and the benefits are powerful. Your home becomes easier to clean because there's less to dust and maintain. Walking through your rooms feels safer. Fewer obstacles mean fewer risks of falling. Most importantly, your mind feels lighter. Every object you release frees up space not only in your home but in your heart. Think about it this way: each item you keep is like a silent conversation in your head. Dust me, fix me, remember me. When you let go with gratitude, you silence that noise. What remains is clarity, calm, and a home that supports your life instead of complicating it. If you're wondering where to begin, don't start with the whole house. That can feel overwhelming. Start small. Open one drawer, one shelf, or one closet. Take each item in your hands and ask, does this truly serve me today? Does it bring me joy, or is it just taking space? If the answer is no, thank it and let it go. This simple practice is not about losing, it's about gaining. Gaining room to breathe, gaining safety, gaining the freedom to live in a space that reflects who you are now, not who you were decades ago. Part 2: Live in the now. Enjoy what you have today. Have you ever opened a closet and found clothes, dishes, or perfumes that you've been saving for a special occasion, only to realize that years have passed and they've never been used? Many older adults do this, holding onto their best items as if tomorrow will be the perfect day. But here's the truth: tomorrow is never guaranteed. The only moment we can truly enjoy is the one we are living right now. Living in the now doesn't mean carelessness. It means honoring the present as the most valuable occasion of all. I once visited Mrs. Wilson, a grandmother of 4 who kept her beautiful wedding crystal locked in a cabinet for decades. She said, "One day I'll bring these out when the whole family is here." But the years went by and that one day never seemed to arrive. One afternoon, I encouraged her to use those glasses for something as simple as iced tea with her granddaughter. The sparkle in her eyes when she held that crystal in her hands was unforgettable. She whispered, "Why did I wait so long?" When we postpone joy, we don't protect our treasures, we lose them. Perfume that sits in a bottle fades. Clothes saved for later grow stiff in the closet. And more importantly, each day we delay, we deny ourselves the happiness we deserve right now. The benefits of living in the now are profound. You transform ordinary routines into extraordinary experiences. A simple breakfast feels special when you use your favorite plate. Your home feels more alive because the things you love are part of your daily life, not hidden away. Most importantly, your heart learns to celebrate today, not wait for tomorrow. If you're wondering how to start, don't wait for a holiday, a birthday, or a family gathering. Start with something small tomorrow morning. Brew your coffee in the mug you've been saving for guests. Wear that sweater you love even if you're just sitting on the porch. Spray on the perfume that makes you smile even if it's just for you. Because here's the secret, the special occasion isn't the event, it's you. Every day you wake up, every breath you take is already a moment worthy of. Part 3: Less furniture, more space. Have you ever walked into a room and felt overwhelmed even though everything looked tidy? Sometimes the problem isn't the dust or the clutter, it's simply too much furniture, too many decorations, too many things competing for space. For many seniors, this isn't just about looks. It's about safety, balance, and the ability to move freely without worry. I once visited Mr. and Mrs. Carter, a lovely couple in their late 70s. Their living room was filled with side tables, extra chairs, and shelves crowded with knickknacks. It was beautiful in their eyes, but it also made every step a challenge. Mrs. Carter confessed that she had tripped twice, once almost falling badly. Together, we carefully removed the pieces they rarely used, rearranged the essentials, and opened up the room. The difference was immediate. Mrs. Carter stood in the center of her living room and said, for the first time, "I feel like I can breathe here." Less furniture doesn't mean less comfort. In fact, it brings more. More safety, fewer obstacles, fewer risks of tripping or falling. More peace. Open spaces create calm, just like clear skies after a storm. More freedom when you can move around easily. Your home feels like it's supporting you, not holding you back. Think of your home as a garden. If every inch is crowded with plants, there's no room for light, air, or growth. But when you leave space, the garden thrives. The same is true in your living room, your kitchen, even your bedroom. So how can you start? Walk through your home slowly as if you are a guest. Notice the tables you don't really use, the chairs that only gather dust, the shelves that only hold forgotten objects. Ask yourself, does this piece truly serve me, or is it simply filling space? When you let go of what's unnecessary, you aren't losing, you're gaining. You gain a safer home, a calmer mind, and the precious ability to move with confidence. For older adults, that freedom is not a luxury, it's essential. Part 4: Energetic flow. Let light and air in. Have you ever walked into a room and felt heavy even though everything was in order? Maybe you couldn't explain it, but the space just didn't feel right. Often, it isn't the dust or the clutter, it's the energy. When light and air can't flow freely, our homes start to feel stagnant, and so do we. In Japanese tradition, the flow of energy in a home is as important as the furniture inside it. And for seniors, this isn't just a design idea, it's about vitality, safety, and peace of mind. I remember visiting Mr. Lee, age 79. His curtains were heavy and thick, blocking most of the sunlight. The room always felt dim and heavy, no matter how often he cleaned. One afternoon, I suggested switching to light curtains and opening the windows for fresh air. The next week, he told me with a smile, the sun came in and I felt 20 years younger. That's the power of energetic flow. When your home allows light and air to move, you'll notice benefits almost immediately. Your mood lifts. Sunlight is nature's medicine. It brightens the space and the spirit. Your body feels stronger. A well-ventilated home keeps the air fresh, helping you breathe easier. Your home feels welcoming. Clear hallways, open windows, and bright rooms create peace for everyone who enters. So how can you apply this? Start with your entrances and pathways. Hallways should be open, not blocked with chairs or boxes. Keep corners clear because clutter there traps not just dust but energy. And most importantly, make use of natural light. Open blinds in the morning. Let the sun wash over your rooms. Think of your home as a river. If the water is blocked, it grows still and unhealthy. But when the current flows, everything is alive, fresh, and balanced. The same is true for your space and for you. If you want to feel an immediate change in your home, don't buy anything new. Simply clear a pathway, open a window, and let the light in. Sometimes the most powerful transformation costs nothing at all. Part 5. Cleaning as a ritual. Have you ever felt that cleaning is a never-ending burden? You dust, you sweep, you wash the dishes, and the very next day, it feels like you have to start all over again. For many older adults, this routine can feel exhausting, even discouraging. But what if I told you that cleaning doesn't have to be a chore? It can become a ritual, a gentle moment that brings peace to both your home and your mind. In Japan, cleaning is often seen as a form of mindfulness, not punishment. Monks sweep temples each morning not because the floor is dirty, but because the act itself brings clarity. Children in schools clean their classrooms as a way to learn responsibility and respect. And this same approach can transform the way we feel about our homes. I once worked with Mr. Harris, a widower in his 80s. For years, he dreaded housework. But one day, he decided to try something different. Instead of rushing through chores, he put on soft music, lit a small candle, and slowly wiped down his kitchen table each morning. After a week, he told me, "It feels like I'm preparing peace for the day, not just cleaning up crumbs." That shift changed everything. Suddenly, the tasks he once avoided became a source of calm. This is the essence of turning cleaning into a ritual. The benefits are clear: less stress. When you approach cleaning as a moment of care, it stops feeling like a battle, more balance. Small daily habits like wiping a counter, folding clothes right away, or sweeping for a few minutes prevent chaos from building up. A calmer mind. External order reflects internal order. When the home feels peaceful, so does the heart. You don't need to spend hours scrubbing or pushing yourself too hard. The secret is to practice little but often. Instead of waiting until Saturday for a big clean, spend 5 minutes each day on a simple task. Wash the dish right after you use it. Put away your coat as soon as you come in. Sweep lightly before you sit down to rest. These small acts prevent the mess from ever becoming overwhelming. Think of it this way: cleaning isn't just about removing dirt, it's about creating a space that supports you. When you clean with intention, you're not just polishing furniture, you're polishing your spirit. So the next time you pick up a cloth or a broom, slow down. Feel the movement, notice the change in the space, and let it remind you that caring for your home is also caring for yourself. Part 6. Purchasing with purpose. Have you ever looked around your home and realized that much of the clutter didn't come from the things you've owned for years, but from the things you bought on impulse? A sale that felt irresistible. A gadget you thought you'd use. A piece of decor that looked nice in the store but never really fit your life. For many seniors, these small purchases slowly fill the home until the space feels heavy and crowded. But there's another way to think about shopping, not as an act of impulse, but as an act of intention. In Japan, the philosophy is simple: own fewer things but make them meaningful. I remember working with Mrs. Johnson, who was considering buying a brand new sofa because it was on sale. But when we talked, she realized the sofa wasn't what she needed. What she really wanted was comfort while reading and watching TV. Instead of buying a whole new couch, she invested in a high-quality cushion that supported her back. She later told me that small change brought me more comfort than any new sofa ever could. That's what purchasing with purpose is all about: choosing what truly supports your well-being instead of what simply fills a space. Here are the benefits. Less clutter. When every item you bring home has a purpose, fewer things end up collecting dust. More savings. Intentional buying means spending on what matters, not what fades in a corner. Deeper satisfaction. Every object in your home tells a story of care and thoughtfulness. One method I often recommend is the 30-day rule. If something catches your eye, pause, don't buy it right away, wait 30 days. If after that time you still feel it truly adds value to your life, then go ahead. But most of the time, the desire will fade and you'll be grateful you waited. Think of your home not as a warehouse but as a sanctuary. Every item inside should earn its place by supporting your comfort, your safety, or your joy. When you purchase with purpose, your home stops being a collection of things and becomes a reflection of the life you truly want to live. Part 7. Nothing is wasted. Have you ever thrown something away and later thought, maybe I could have used that? An overripe banana, a shirt with a loose button, a lamp that flickered just a little. In our culture, it's common to see things as disposable. If it doesn't work perfectly, we replace it. If it looks old, we hide it. But in Japanese philosophy, nothing is wasted. Every item still holds value if we're willing to look deeper. I remember visiting Mr. Thompson, a retired carpenter. He had a lamp that no longer worked properly. His first instinct was to toss it and buy a new one, but instead, he decided to repair it himself. A little time, a little care, and the lamp shone brighter than before. With pride in his voice, he told me, "It shines better because I saved it." That moment wasn't just about fixing a lamp, it was about respecting what we already have. The same can be true in our kitchens. Instead of throwing away vegetables that don't look perfect, we can turn them into soups or stews. Instead of discarding old clothes, we can mend them or even repurpose the fabric into something new. These small acts remind us that value isn't in perfection, but in care. The benefits of living by this principle are powerful. Less waste, you save money and reduce what ends up in the trash. More gratitude. When you repair or reuse something, you form a deeper connection with it. Creative energy. Finding new ways to use what you already have sparks imagination and joy. In Japan, there's even an art form called kintsugi, repairing broken pottery with gold, turning cracks into beauty. For seniors, this lesson goes beyond objects. It's a reminder that even when something is worn or imperfect, it can still shine. Just like us, our value doesn't disappear with age, it deepens. So before you throw something away, pause, ask, is there another way this could serve me? Could it be fixed, reused, or reimagined? You might be surprised at how often the answer is yes. And when you choose not to waste, you're not just saving objects, you're honoring the life you've built and the resources you've been given. Part 8. Respect for emptiness and flexibility. Have you ever looked at an empty corner in your home and felt the urge to fill it, maybe with a chair, a plant, or a decoration, just so it doesn't look bare? Many of us were raised to believe that emptiness means something is missing. But in Japanese philosophy, emptiness is not absence, it's possibility. And when we learn to respect open space, our homes and our lives feel lighter and calmer. I once visited my aunt's house. Every wall had pictures, every shelf was stacked, and every surface was covered. She said if there's an empty spot, it feels unfinished. But over time, she realized the clutter made her restless. Together, we cleared just one wall in her den, leaving space for light to flow. We added a single comfortable chair and a small lamp. That simple change transformed the entire room into a peaceful reading corner. She later told me, "It feels like the room can breathe, and so can I." Respecting emptiness doesn't mean living in a bare house. It means recognizing that open space has value of its own. The benefits are undeniable: more calm, empty spaces reduce visual noise and help the mind relax, more balance. Without constant clutter, your eyes and spirit can rest. More adaptability. Space left open today can adapt tomorrow, serving a new purpose as your needs change. And that brings us to flexibility. Traditional Japanese homes are designed to adapt. Rooms can change functions depending on the time of day or the needs of the family. For seniors, this flexibility is a gift. A dining table can double as a craft space. A guest room can easily become a stretching or meditation area. Light, movable furniture allows you to adjust as your lifestyle shifts. Think of it this way: your home should serve you, not lock you in. A flexible home evolves with your life. When you leave space and keep furniture adaptable, your environment becomes a partner in your well-being. So the next time you see an empty wall or an unused corner, resist the urge to fill it. Instead, honor it. Let it be, because emptiness is not wasted, it's an invitation. An invitation for peace, for light, for whatever you may need tomorrow. So here's the truth, a peaceful home is not about perfection, it is about intention. When you let go of what weighs you down, enjoy what you love, keep spaces safe and flowing, and make small daily rituals part of life, your home becomes more than four walls. It becomes a partner in your well-being. At the Senior Nest, we believe every senior deserves a home that gives energy, not takes it away. Start small, one drawer, one window, one cup of tea in your favorite glass. That's how transformation begins. And if you found meaning here, join us. And together, we'll keep exploring ways to make your home not just tidy, but a true nest of peace.